It's an interesting day, or you know it's going to be an interesting day when you've eaten your allotted daily calorie allowance before 2 p.m. This place called Cinnaholic, which is a plant-based vegan like cinnamon roll place, so kind of like Cinnabon, I guess, but you can like build your own. So they've got like different kinds of flavored cream cheeses, or not cream cheeses, but icing, like different flavored icing, and then like toppings you can put on top. And one of those opened literally within 3 miles of my house 2 days ago, and we've been twice. We went yesterday when they first opened, and then we went again today. Bad. I've been doing so good with sugar and with like my dieting and like calories and all that stuff, but couldn't resist trying a Cinnaholic. I've been wanting to try them forever. The last time we were in California, we didn't get to go, and now they have one in my town, so gonna have to avoid it. Try to avoid it for the next few months, because basically the cinnamon roll that I ate today, I mean, I should have just done half or something, but it's like hard. It's hard. It was like 1,000 calories, which is, I eat 1,400 calories a day. And then like I had Thai food for lunch. So that was basically, I'm out of calories for the day. So dinner will be interesting, but I worked out this morning, so I mean, I should still be in sort of like a deficit, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. As most of you guys should know, or if you've like old followers of me, or maybe you're new followers, I don't know. I did a NAMARI brand review last year. So I talked about the entire NAMARI line. It's one of my favorite lines. It's very high quality and luxe and beautiful, and the entire line is vegan. So one of the products in the line, STAUB, is it's like a multi-exfoliant and mask product. It's been reformulated a little bit. So I wanted to do a comparison of the old formula to the new formula and sort of like do, you know, a mask with it, because I don't think I did a mask with it the first time. I don't think I ever did any kind of like masking with it. For my review, I just sort of like did my review. So I thought that I would just go ahead and like sort of do another masking chat. I did one last week. You're gonna see this one is less like chatty, but I'm just gonna be talking about the product and, you know, my sugar rant in the beginning of this video. But yeah, the rest of the time we'll be talking about just, you know, the reformulation of STAUB, how it differs from the old version, how I like it compared to the old version, that kind of stuff. So as just sort of a little bit of a reminder, so here is my old STAUB. Take a look at the wording on this. It's like all worn off. This is definitely a very well-loved product. It lives in my shower a couple of days a week. I mix it in with a cream cleanser, and I use it as an exfoliant. So it makes my creamy cleanser a little bit more exfoliating than it would be, obviously, because a cream cleanser is not exfoliating. So it makes my cream cleansers exfoliating. I don't use it so much as a mask, just because I find that I like it better in an exfoliation manner. But we'll see how I, you know, feel about this. The new STAUB, so look at this. This is the box packaging. It's so pretty. I love NAMARI's packaging. It's gorgeous. And then the new STAUB bottle, you know, it looks exactly the same, only it's not completely worn off like my old STAUB is. So I'm gonna go over some of the details that Nadine sent over. She sent me a comparison of sort of the two, and I'm just going to sort of reread and sort of give you like a re-review of what STAUB is. So if you never saw my initial review, STAUB, like I said, it's a multi-use product. You can use it either as an exfoliant with a little bit less water to sort of make it a little bit more gritty, or with more water to like make it as a mask. I'm going to mask with it here in a little bit. So it's a favorite of the line that treats imbalanced, inflamed, dull blemish, but also dry and flaky skin. The reason that this is being reformulated is the ingredient papain, which is actually the papaya enzyme. So I guess what I'm seeing here is that the scent of that ingredient is what is the main concern. So the papain became better in quality, but also much more intense characteristic smell that is unpleasant for most of the people who smell it. Let's see. I don't really remember it being like super unpleasant. I mean, it doesn't smell unpleasant to me. Maybe my batch is a little bit older than, you know, like newer batches, and I didn't have one that was as unpleasant. I mean, it doesn't smell like fruity or anything. It just sort of smells I don't know. She says the scent comparison of before and after, that the old scent is earthy, fishy, and sour. I guess I would say it's sort of earthy. I wouldn't say it's sour or fishy though, but maybe, you know, bottles that were made after mine were a little bit different. So she said she could have gone the easy way by covering the smell with adding essential oils. But the fact that papain needs a lot of resources during production, and that even though its source is natural, the process of extraction is a big modification and breaks down a lot of nutrients, kept her looking for other solutions. She went back to the source of enzymes and fruit acids that normally are used in their isolated form after extraction from the plant, just like they did with papain, and eventually it was clear that the best thing to do was replace it with organic whole fruit powders. So she chose pineapple, blueberry, and red raspberry because of their gentle yet effective performance in revitalizing skin, refining pores, and delivering nutrients. She also included raw and organic coconut milk powder for nourishing and hydrating benefits. And with the addition of raw and organic cocoa powder, it's now bursting with antioxidants, phytonutrients, and vitamins on top of the already wonderfully deep cleansing, inflammation treating, and resurfacing properties. So before she's saying that it smells earthy, fishy, and sour, which it really just smells sort of like earthy to me. And then after, it's fruity, sweet, and spicy. It definitely is much more fruity. Yeah, it smells like, kind of smells like a smoothie, like a blueberry smoothie. Yeah, there's blueberries in it, so that would make sense. Okay, and so then the color used to be pale pink to terracotta red brown. And then the new one is bright purple to deep pink. So I'm gonna pour some out so I can show you. So here is the old one. So it's sort of like a pale pink. So here is the old STAUB. You can see it's a much paler pink color. And then here is the new STAUB, and you can see it's a much more like vibrant, like a deeper, like a more vibrant, deeper pink. So, and then the texture should be similar, moussey, fluffy, and has sort of like little granules in it. The benefits are pretty much the same. They're deep cleansing, exfoliating, circulation boosting, brightening, replenishing, anti-inflammatory, pore refining. Only the new one is nourishing as well. For oily, blemished, inflamed combination, dull, normal, dry, flaky skins. So that's the same, except the new one is also great for dehydrated and sensitive skins. She's saying that the frequency of use for the old one used to be 1 to several times per week, and then the new one could be used several times per week or daily. So let me go over the ingredients. So the old formula had razul clay, pink clay, hibiscus, vitamin C, it had the papaya enzyme, sodium bicarbonate, sulfur, tonka beans, cinnamon, chlorella algae, and silver. So the new one has got razul clay, so that's the same pink clay. Then it's got pineapple fruit powder, vitamin C, hibiscus, coconut milk powder, red raspberry, blueberry, sulfur, cinnamon, sodium bicarbonate, cocoa, chlorella algae, and silver. So really the only differences are they took away the papaya enzyme, added in the pineapple, red raspberry, and blueberry, and then also coconut milk powder. So they took away one ingredient and then added 4 new ones. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna use my NAMARI bowl. How gorgeous are her bowls? It almost looks like a little like galaxy in there. I know there's a glare, it's kind of hard to tell. And then my NAMARI fan brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a decent amount in my bowl, and then I'm gonna add in some water. I'm going to insert a clip showing you like the texture of it, because I'm not gonna be able to do it very well right here. But here is, look at that color of this. It gets like a nice fluffy, ooh, it smells so good. It does, it has, you can tell like the blueberry and stuff is in it. It helps make it like those brighter colors. It was already pretty bright because of the other one turns It's a less intense, like purple version. It's sort of like a deep pink because of the hibiscus. But this one definitely will have a much more pretty color because of the fruit powders in here. And there we go. There's that. It almost feels, though I didn't use the other one as a mask very often, this definitely feels more nourishing. Something that I would like to use as a mask more often than the other one. I just liked this other one better as like an exfoliant, which I'll still continue to do. I'll still continue to use this as an exfoliant in the shower, but I'll definitely be using this one as a mask more, I think. It doesn't feel, I know that some people can get like nervous about ingredients like baking soda or cinnamon, which can be sort of like stimulating to some people, and some people have like a lot of concerns about like baking soda in skincare. I have never had an issue with baking soda in skincare, and though I don't have like super sensitive skin, I mean, if you know that you have an issue with those ingredients, but if you've never tried them and maybe you've got more, you know, oily or acne prone skin, or your skin's not super sensitive, you shouldn't have an issue with it. I guess I should have talked about all that stuff as I was sitting here with the mask on, because now I'm out of things to talk about. But yeah, the main differences in the masks are definitely the color and the scent. So if maybe you tried STAUB before and you found it a bit unpleasant, you'll now find it more fruity, like sort of like more smoothie, berry smoothie is kind of what it smells like to me. I mean, the old one, in my opinion, didn't smell awful, but I mean, this one does smell better. It does smell much fruitier. It does feel really nice. It feels nourishing, and it feels, I don't know. It feels really nice on the skin. And yeah, so color, as you saw. I'll also include clips of the old one activated with some water and then the new one activated with some water next to each other, so you can sort of see the color differences go from dry to wet. Scent, color, and a few ingredients are the main differences in STAUB. If you've never tried STAUB before, I do think you'll be really, really happy with the new version, just because it has all of the new fruit powders in it to replace the papaya enzyme, and then the coconut milk to make it more nourishing and hydrating. So I'm gonna let this dry for a bit, and then I will come back once I'm ready to take it off, and then I'll show you hopefully a brightened complexion. I mean, I like this for brightening my skin just as the exfoliant, but as a mask, this should instantly brighten your skin because it's got the hibiscus in it and it's got the enzymes in it to help with brightening. So a mask that you could compare this to, I mean, this is a much more elevated version of it, is the SW Basics Hibiscus Mask. That one just has the French green clay, it's got the hibiscus powder and then lavender essential oils in it, or the lavender buds, not essential oils. So yeah, that one is a very brightening mask on its own just from the hibiscus. So this one is just going to be a much more like elevated version of that because it's got all the other acid powders in it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do like a comparison of the two at some point. I mean, not now, but if you love that mask, that one is more budget friendly, but if you love that, you will definitely love this because it's, like I said, a much more elevated version of that. This one's got way more amazing ingredients in it. I love the SW Basics one, but this one is just a much more elevated, like awesome version. All right, so it is fully dry and kind of crumbly. So I'm going to go remove this and then I will be back to show you what my skin looks like after we take this off. All right, so here's what my skin is looking like post-mask. It's very soft. It definitely feels, you know, like resurfaced. You can see it's a little bit red just from like the circulation, but my skin feels very soft and exfoliated and resurfaced. My nose feels cleaner. I have a lot of like impurity issues with my nose, and obviously I dried and straightened my hair. That hair wrap thing was like driving me bananas. So yes, I absolutely love the new version of this. I think I'm gonna keep using this one as a mask and just use my old one until it runs out as an exfoliator, because I like the way that this one makes my skin feel as a mask. I don't remember my skin feeling like this with the mask, using the old one as a mask. I'm gonna have to go back and like try it again and see, but I feel like this one has made my skin like way softer and like more nourished, like what she said in the little description that she sent me, where this one is more nourishing than the other one. It definitely feels that way to me. So I'm pretty sure that she's going to be having some sort of gift with purchase. I haven't gotten all of the details on that yet, but if I have them, I will leave them in the description box below. So if there's any kind of deal going on or anything like that to sort of reintroduce STAUB, I will let you guys know the deal and the details for that down below. But if you've never tried it and you've been wanting to try it, it's definitely a good time to do it, to pick up the new version. I love this. I love this new version. I'm gonna be doing a makeup video after this, so this was like perfect, because now my skin just feels like smooth and new and beautiful. It's kind of hard to tell with some of this redness if it brightened my skin any, but definitely regular use over time with the vitamin C and the hibiscus will lighten and brighten your skin, you know, over time. Though I don't have much going on in terms of like, I mean, I've got melasma here. This area sort of like picked up after I spent a couple of hours in the sun a couple of weekends ago, and I've got, you know, like a little patch here that's picked up a little bit, but I mean, they're not terrible, but I'm hoping with regular use, you know, once or twice a week using this mask, because it's definitely a mask you can use more than once a week because it is gentle enough and it does leave your skin feeling so nourished and like healthy. So I hope that this was helpful to sort of go over the differences between the old STAUB and the new STAUB. I hope it was helpful. I always hope every video that I do is helpful, whether it is or not. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you guys think I'm helpful, but sometimes when I'm like filming these and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, did I say everything that I need to say? Was this helpful enough to help somebody make a decision? But yeah, I definitely feel like even if you've got dry skin, this won't be like too harsh on the skin, because it does leave your skin feeling so nourished. So oily skin, acne prone skin, great for them. I really think that this will be great for dry skin, you know, normal skin. It's not abrasive. It's not too, what's a word that I want to use? It's just not, it's not too much, you know, it's not intense, but it works gently. I think that's the way that I want to say that. But yes, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Pick up the new STAUB if you have never tried it, or if you've tried the old version and you really loved it, you'll definitely really love the new version. Sometimes when formulas need to be reworked, we worry, you know, that they won't be as good as the old version, but I definitely think this is a case where Nadine definitely improved upon the old formula and made it even better than it was before. So good job, Nadine. You did such a great job. I love the new STAUB so much, and I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.